Hey everyone, welcome to Custom Made Everything. I'm Tim, and on this episode, we're fixing a problem that I created. Yes, that's right, we're fixing a problem that I created, and it's because I got myself a new desk. And with this new desk is a new opening that my old chair doesn't fit into anymore. So we're going to remedy that with a new chair. And this chair is perfect. Well, not really perfect, but it will be perfect. Let me show you what I mean. This is my new chair, and it's going to go perfectly with this desk. But first, I've got to fix some issues with it. And the first thing that we're going to address is the most obvious, this crack running right down the middle of the seat. We'll just get some wood glue into that, clamp it up, and we'll let it dry. So a slight change of plans. I wasn't going to separate this, and I was just going to try and stick some glue down into that crack, but I think this is a better option. A couple screws, we'll have this thing separated top and bottom, and then we'll see what else has to happen to make this come apart. Last screw. And let's see. There we go. One top, one bottom. Now we're gonna see how difficult it is to remove that and the rest of these. And if it wants to just come apart, we'll do it. But if it starts to fight us, we might have to have another plan. These caps, I'm just trying to gently take that, pop that out, and I don't want to split the cap. There it is, got it, okay. And I found all the screws, and we got this bottom brace off. And that should allow us to open up. We got our glue in there, clamp this down. We should be good to go. Well, as you can see behind me, I've done some disassembling of this chair. I was able to get the arms off and successfully clamp up this seat. Now I want to address the lower portion. This spring part here is way too soft. When the chair is on it, it reclines really easily. So I'm going to clamp that down. I'd kind of like it not to recline at all, but we'll see what I can get done with that. It's also really filthy. It needs to be cleaned up. And these casters need to be addressed. It was used in a crafting or quilting room, so there's a bunch of threads and other debris tangled up in there, so we're gonna clean those up as well. I wasn't able to get everything out, but look what I was able to get out. Yuck. I have some birds that have a nest outside my house, and I'm going to put this out there because I'm sure they'll use this for this season's nest. All right, so here we are. We got this part all cleaned up. A little soap and water, got all the grime off of it. Next for this is getting some pliers onto this so that we can compress these springs so that it doesn't tip as easily when I'm sitting in the chair. And speaking of the chair, I think our glue job looks really good. I was able to find a package of these buttons at the hardware store. So now I can get a little more aggressive and pop these ones out. And then I can unscrew this upright from this armrest. Should make it easier to sand and easier to stain. So that's what we're gonna do next. Pop those out and start sanding. Well, that's a lot of sanding, but I've got this chair looking the way I want it. On camera, you watched the time lapse of the power sanding, and what I didn't film was all the hand sanding that I did. We couldn't get any power tools in here, so that was hand sanding. As well, the power tools leave little swirl marks in the finish. Doesn't matter how fine a grade of a sandpaper you use, it still has the potential to be swirl marks. So I just went over everything with 100 grit and hand sanded it with the grain. Now, one thing that I remember from sitting in this chair while it was together is that it could be more comfortable. And so while we're customizing this finish, we're also going to customize the seat. We're going to put a cushion on it. Now that we've got the chair put back together, it's time to stain. Having a hard time figuring out what's easier, with the base on or without the base. Well, let's try it with the base. After I finished staining this chair with the same gun stock color stain that I used on this desktop, I took the chair into the garage and gave it a coat of Varathane. And while I was out there, I also stained these buttons and got them glued into place. And with the Varathane and the glue all dry, this project is now complete. And I must say, I love how it turned out. I've got a chair that matches my desk, and it all looks period correct, and it looks way better in my house than that black industrial desk that I used to have here. Now, some of you people might be saying, Tim, this project can't be complete. You told us you were putting a cushion on this chair. And that's true, I did say that. Unfortunately, I've had some other projects come up that are going to take priority, and that cushion project is being pushed off to the side. So if you want to see that cushion project, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed watching this workspace makeover, please give me a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.